It is Thankful Thursday. How are you guys? What are you thankful for? Share with us in the comments something that you are thankful for. I want to introduce to you a new friend of mine that I just actually met oh gosh, maybe 10 days ago. And Chelsey is coming in from about 1,500 miles away from here, from where I live. And oh my gosh, we've only met through video conference, through Zooms. And she is so self driven and she knows her goals. She knows what she wants to achieve as a young mom and wife. And I am just absolutely blown away by her character and by her tenacity. Chelsey from Schenectady, did I say it right? Schenectady,
Yes.
New York. um, Welcome. And Chelsey has made some changes because she knew what her goals are. She's just very goal driven. Um, what has been going on that made you set your goals so high? Has it always come natural to you?
Yes. Um, my mother's very independent, so being the one to push yourself has always been a very strong thing embedded in my brain.
Uh huh.
So
Uh huh.
it's always that nobody's going to make that change for you. You have to make that step for yourself.
Yeah. And so I bet you have been extremely successful in whatever you've endeavored and set your mind to, but you ran into a few obstacles along the way. What were some of those obstacles?
The why. Um, so I think the only thing that I have put my mind to that I did not complete was college. And that's because after the first semester, I could not for the life of me figure out why I was there. And
Okay.
so once I realized that that was just something I felt I had to do, not something I wanted to do, I moved into a different field. And
Yeah.
because I'm a numbers person, I went directly into inventory warehousing where I, ironically, where I thrive. I do so well in the numbers business without being
You do.
accounting.
Yeah. You're very logistically, I have watched you since we met, just logistically lay out a plan and execute it, um, every bit of it, and then come back to me and say, hey, Beth, what's next? Or is this? And so the reason I say this, guys, is most of you out there know me, and I'm Beth Bolus, and I have partnered with an incredible company called Lavelle. And Chelsey saw the vision and realized at her very young age that, oh my gosh, I can do this. And I just have to implement what is ever already set out there for me, but put my own flavor in it, put my own personality in it, and it works. And so Chelsey has been sharing the amazing products of Thrive with her friends because she had a friend share with her and she knew how amazing it was right off, right? So tell us a little bit about your experience with Thrive. And I mean, so much more is there other than just the surface of you decided to do this. Share with us a little bit about that. What happened?
I've never believed in these products. I was skeptic. Again, that's
Mm-hmm.
just how I was raised. And yet, when she gave me a little taste of the product, so the simple 1, 2, 3, it's something that I could get over and done with. It's like there's no reason
Mm-hmm.
not to try it. Very first day, it was a completely different outlook on my entire day. I had more energy. I was a better mother and a better husband, better to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
because of the energy and the motivation and the drive, a lot of that had gotten lost along the way, even though I'm only 23.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, well, I wanted to do that, but I didn't. I wanted to say yes. I was supposed to do that the other day. Now it's, yeah, I did that. I'm done. And now I'm telling friends that you're never going to believe it, but me, I did all of the dishes the other night, every night.
Mhm.
And the baby was bathed, and dinner was done, and dishes were done directly after dinner. That wasn't, they aren't believing me
Really.
because that was always, it can wait. I'm too tired.
Mhm.
I don't feel like it. The amount of motivation on top of the drive you say that I have, it's been incredible.
I noticed something that you had told me. All those things that you're getting done. What was happening before when you would go to start to do something? Where was where was your focus going? You would lose your focus on what was so. There was something different with
Yes,
these last few days that you've seen this change.
yes. So I would jump from thing to thing because the to-do list was just so long that I could not
Yeah.
finish one thing before moving on to the next.
And
And
if you're a mom out there, you know exactly what we're talking about. Share with us the thing that is so daunting some days for you to accomplish because we know it's there, whether it's coming home and fixing that meal for the family or whether it's doing the mountain of laundry. And when you have kids, they go through
it's
lots of
never ending.
clothes. It is. And you think that you're done, but then all of a sudden there's a whole new pile and you're not just doing for you. What has your husband said about this?
His his words were actually very directed because for days before I tried this, I was just kept saying that there's not enough hours in the day. I'll get to that
Mhm.
eventually, but I just don't have the time today. I don't feel like it. And then it
Right?
was, well, what happened to the laundry? And I'm like, you won't believe me, but it's not only washed and dried, but I already put it away.
Really?
I don't think in my
That's
entire
amazing.
life I've ever done all three things at once. It's always been like one of them, and then many,
And
many
if
hours
you're out there
later.
watching, if you're out there watching and you get it all done in one fell swoop, I want to know how you accomplish it. That's a major. That's great because you have, a, I mean, a 3-year-old son. And you know what? This is the cool thing about it. She has done all this with her little one by her side. And it's so cool because she's doing it in the nooks and crannies of the day. She comes home from a very long day, spends time with her son, does all the things with him, and is not parenting from the side, from the couch. And you know what, Chelsey, I think it's awesome that he's right there beside you because you're setting an example for him on what is possible and you're resetting some things for him. And he's going to be watching you and your husband, and he's going to be seeing the change that's happening. And yeah, he's almost 4, but he's going to notice. He's smart.
I think what I'm most excited about is that in 10 years, he may not remember what we were like now, but I can show him
Yeah.
pictures and tell him stories, and he'll be like, how on earth did you get from point A to point B? It's like,
Yeah.
well, hard work.
So tell me 2 things that you have. Well, you told us about the laundry and the cooking and the coming home and getting all these things done, but you've also implemented a couple of different habits in the morning. Because I stalked you this morning on Facebook because you posted about something you had done. I don't think you've been doing that.
Going to work
What
early
was
in the
it?
morning?
Yeah. And walking extra?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Today I actually took a half day and I'm still at 6,000 feet.
Yeah. And how
Um,
and so share with us this simple nutraceutical system called Thrive, guys. If you're out there and you're new to this and you don't know what it's about, share with them how easy it is to fit into your day, into your morning.
Absolutely. I actually think that adding it to my day has really made the change because it's only 30 minutes in the morning. That's it. The entire process is 30 minutes in the morning. I set my alarm clock back instead of trying to squeeze it in after I would already be waking up late.
Right?
So, first thing in the morning, waking up and taking 1 to 2 capsules of the Thrive. Wish I had a
The
name for it.
vitamins, the
Yes,
capsules. Hmm.
which has 12 different types of B vitamin, some other uh, root extracts that are good for your body and your body needs. Plus, it's
Hmm.
caffeinated. So
Just a little bit.
right, you don't need a cup of coffee in the morning.
Right?
You don't need the energy drink. I have felt so great since stopping coffee.
Oh, you quit drinking your coffee.
Oh yeah,
Really? Now, if you're out there watching and you're a coffee addict, you got to know this is crazy because I think you shared with me that you just grew up on caffeine.
I've been drinking coffee since I was like 13.
Wow. Now, I want to share a little bit with you out there watching. You may not know, but the little bit of caffeine that Chelsey has mentioned that is in Thrive, it's derived from a very natural source. And so it gets into your body just minimally, little bit by little bit by little bit throughout the day. So there's no crazy surge and no crazy drop afterwards. And it's just constant, steady, constant energy from the green stem from the stem of the green tea leaf, not the leaves. So it's very different and very unique in and of that of itself because typically you're getting it from a different source, right? From a different part of the product. So what's the third thing that you do? Or second thing?
Second
Skip,
thing.
sorry. Second thing.
So after taking that right from my bed, I keep them on the nightstand, take them right there as soon as I wake up, before I even snooze my alarm
Mm-hmm.
or shut off my alarm. And then within 5 minutes, I don't even want to lay back down. Even if I had snoozed my alarm, I won't lay back down because that little bit of morning energy is already in my bloodstream and I can feel it.
Yes.
It's like one of
About
those
15
commercials
minutes.
where people wake up happy and jump out of bed. It really does feel like that.
You're so right.
And 20 minutes later, you can set your phone alarm, or if you are good with time, you go and they have shakes is the second step. So it's not like any shake I've ever had because I've tried like those protein powder ones. I
Right?
still have it up in my cupboard. The entire big canister because we will never touch that again. It's not chalky, it's not grainy, it's very fine powder and it tastes really good.
Yeah.
And you just pour it into 8 to 10 ounces of water, shake it up real good. I have actually found that you have to shake it pretty well. I did not shake it well one day and I got just like a whole mouthful of powder. So I will say that you do have to shake well. And you drink it all within 5 minutes. You
Yep.
can't kind of sip on it. I also tried that. Doesn't work. um,
No.
and then you slap on a DFT. Am I allowed
Mm-hmm.
to?
Yeah, absolutely. Where is it? I've got mine right here. Yep. Okay. And what is that? Share with your people. that is.
So Beth actually had to explain to me why these work. The skin is the largest organ on your body. So it makes sense that the DFT is able to keep your energy levels up. It's able to keep a constant stream of good vitamins into your body because the skin is the
Right.
largest organ.
And it gets pushed through your skin as you're drinking your water through the day. So I know that you shared with me that you've increased your water intake, which increases your energy, it increases your mental
Yeah.
clarity as those vitamins are pushed in through the day. You shared with me your afternoons are a little bit different. What's happening in the afternoon, where ordinarily, how would you feel in the afternoon about this time?
I don't need additional caffeine on top of my, morning coffee because by the time the afternoon comes, morning coffee is now crashing.
Now, our friend here has decided that he is going to give Thrive a try, and he drinks 3 to 4 pots of coffee a day.
And that's
Right
not an exaggeration. He really does.
now, we've had lots and lots of friends that have been in the same boat that I'll never kick that habit. How though? Because tell us what your vices were. It wasn't coffee all the time. It was other stuff.
My main one was Monster Energy. And I know that there
Mm-hmm.
are tons of bad things in there for you, but
Yeah,
again, I'd been drinking those since I was about 13.
yeah.
So my body's doing a lot of detoxing right now.
I think that you had something else along with that monster when I first met you and we were talking. There was something else beside it, some other caffeinated beverage. What was it? A soda, a pop, as you guys call it up there.
Mm, we actually call it soda.
Oh,
I
okay,
thought you guys called it pop. Um, no, it was coffee and Monster. I don't not that much soda.
okay. Oh, coffee and Monster together. God.
Well, the only time I would have water is in between to get rid of the coffee taste before I have my Monster. But then it was like 2 sips, and that was my entire water intake for the day.
Wow, amazing. So, guys, if you're out there watching, let us know whether you're catching us live or on replay, and drop your questions in there because this is absolutely life changing. Not only did it change Chelsey, but she's decided that, you know what, her husband was watching. He decided he wanted to do this too. So I can't wait to watch you guys as you go through this journey together and how it changes um, the picture for you guys because you have definite goals. And I'm so excited that you have them already on your vision and they're there and you know what you want to accomplish. And thank you so much for sharing with everybody out here why you're doing this and what it's accomplished for you. Um, what do you see as your as you brought in even another partner with you today? I'm so proud of you.
I'm so excited.
What do you see as your biggest? I know what your biggest asset is at this point, just knowing you for a short period of time. But what do you see as your biggest thing that you can give back to the people that you are bringing alongside of you? You mentioned you're a numbers person and you think
Yeah.
logistically.
I so you may be considering that as something that'll push me forward. I actually see it as something that sets me back because not everybody is a numbers person. So when I go and I tell somebody like, okay, you're spending $6 a day on caffeine. That is twice the amount of bad caffeine plus the extra badness every single day, Monday through Friday. And then I quickly do that math in my head and I spit out the number. Versus thriving, which is only $5 a day, but that's Saturday through Sunday. So then I spit out that number, and some people get lost. They're like, hold on.
Wait a minute. Not everybody can do that. I think that's incredible that you can just come up with all those numbers off the top of your head. That's something that is your gift. And I want you to capitalize on that, because you share that with your friends as you go through this journey, because that's not something that I necessarily can pull off the top of my hat. I'm going to find other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But that's incredible that you can do that.
It just makes sense to me. And unfortunately, it doesn't make sense to everybody. So I usually have to explain it a time or two.
And that's good, because you have a different perspective on it. Not only the way it makes you feel, but also the money aspect of it that you can rattle and throw together very fast. And I think that I want you to shift that, and I want you to think of that as being an asset, because it is. It's something that you can bring to the table to teach us and your teammates and help us to think in a different manner, right? And think outside, think in your box, because we don't necessarily think the way you think. And everybody has something to bring to the table. So if you're out there looking for community and you haven't found it yet, you are welcome at our table, because it always has an empty seat. You are always welcome here, and we want you to join us. If you're looking for community, you're looking for a way to plug in and to have fun. And oh my gosh, you already attended one of our team huddles and won. You have something to say?
I do. When she says community, it is not to be taken lightly, like, oh, well, you can reach out with questions. Like Beth said, I met her 10 days ago. Do you know how many times I call her in a day? So many. So many times I will call or message, and I just met her 10 days ago. We don't live in the same state. We've never met in person. And she has been helping me so much, because I am so excited to share this message, and she's excited for me. We just met. I can barely tell you how old she is. But I am about to be friends with her daughter. Community is so real. It's amazing.
This is going to be so fun. Thank you for coming on board. And thank you for sharing today with everything that you've been out here and you've put yourself out here. I know that this was stepping outside your comfort zone, and thank you for doing that. Thank you. You guys have an amazing day. Drop your questions in the comments, and we are here to help you. If you're ready to hop on board, we want you alongside with us. We are ready to help you take the level where you are of your wellness and kick it up to the next level, because you're going to love it. You are going to see a crazy difference in the whole wellness of your life. And wellness is just not physical. It happens in every area of our life. You guys have a blessed day.